phenomenal players in modern golf. It's hard to believe, but in the space of 1 year, Byron once won 19 tournaments, and 11 of them in a row. And Byron Nelson has hit another beautiful tee shot. He started it out slightly to the right, and it should catch the slope of the fairway and kick right back in toward the center. Two beautiful opening shots.
Nelson's away. He was outdriven by a few yards on the first hole, but he was very fortunate to stay in the fairway. He's using a 5-iron, and he has to play it right and left.
From that stance, he'll be forced to hook it. Byron is playing just that kind of a shot. He started it out to the right. It is coming in and hitting right on the extreme front edge of the green, stopping, and now rolling back, and has rolled completely off the green back on the frog here, about 2 feet short.
Gerry De Wit is standing a little above his ball, and he's using his 6-iron for a second shot. He gained a lot of information there by watching Nelson's ball.
Jerry steps right up and hits it. He doesn't waste any time. It is coming down toward the green, hits on the green, takes a big hop, is running up toward the pin, toward the pin, toward the pin, and stops 6 feet from the pin. What a wonderful golf shot. Well, Gene, Gerry De Wit will mark his putt, which is about 5 feet from the pin. How would you like to have to handle that shot of Byron's?
George, Byron's about 75 feet from the hole, and he's using a putter. You know, he's not accustomed of putting off the green, but these are so beautiful, these approaches.
Well, he hit it firmly. He got it up over the top, but I think he's going to leave it short, way short of the hole. He left it, 11 or 12 feet short. I don't imagine he's happy with that. That looks to be a perfectly straight putt.
Very straight. It's, he has to be up.
He hit that one firmly enough and just lit the cup on the right side.
He's going to tap it in for his 5.
So Byron Nelson begins with a bogey 5 here on this first hole at the Haagsche Golf and Country Club. And Gerry De Wit now has this 5-foot putt for a crack at a birdie 3. It's interesting to note that Gerry is using a mallet head putter. Byron uses a center shafted blade, a variation on the old-time cash-in that's so popular among the American pros today. Right in the hole, a birdie 3, and Gerry De Wit birdies the first hole. Byron Nelson bogeys it at the end of 1 hole here at the Haagsche Golf and Country Club in Boston, Holland. Gerry De Wit, 1 under par, has a 2-stroke lead on Byron Nelson. The second hole, par 4, 342 yards, presents 2 alternatives off the tee. Either you purposely drive the ball short of the valley, or you can take a chance on driving long enough to roll to the bottom. Any shot in between will leave you in extreme downhill stance. Well, Gene, the sun ducked under quickly, but after that 3, I don't think Gerry De Wit even notices it.
I don't think he does. He's picked up a lot of confidence, George. This is a blind tee shot, and the ball must be kept on the left center. Otherwise, it'll drift down to the right.
Ooh, he hit that a mile up in the air. He's got it on the left side of the fairway, though, and I don't think he'd be any trouble over there, but he didn't get that one right.
Byron Nelson, boy, he didn't like that first hole, and watch him. He's going to hit that ball as hard as he can hit it here because he knows he's got to get close to this green.
Oh, Byron really leaned into that tee shot. He cut it just a little bit and hit it down the middle of the fairway. I think he'd like to be more to the left, but he should be all right and remain in the fairway.
Gerry De Wit missed his tee shot here, but he certainly picked out the right hole to do it, and he's taking a 4-iron right against the wind.
He started it out toward the green. It is down and rolling back down, back toward the pin. Not a bad shot into the wind. I'd say from here he's 18 or 20 feet away.
Byron Nelson hit a terrific drive there, 290 yards, but he left himself a very hanging lie. He's going to play 11-iron, his pitching wedge, and hit the edge of the green and bounce it on. I certainly would never take that chance.
Did you try to hit it short and run it up?
Run-up shot all the way.
Well, he's hit it high, and he's going to try to carry it to the green, and he does past the pin, and the ball has absolutely no brakes on it and rolls up to the upper level, and he has got to be about 40 feet with a very tough putt coming back. Gerry De Wit will mark his ball, which is 20 feet past the pin. Gene Byron's got a long, tough downhill putt.
Nelson has a 43-foot putt downhill. He has to be very careful with this one, and he's going to give Gerry De Wit a lot of information.
He just touched that nicely. It is going down, down, and staying out to the right. What a wonderful putt from up there. Just missed it by 3 or 4 inches on the right-hand side.
Now he's going to tap it in for a 4. That was a beautiful putt. Gerry has about a 20-footer now. He's apt to hold this because he saw the information.
In other words, he was able to study how Byron's ball went down to the hole.
He saw that ball drift a little to the right of the hole, and watch the way he'll putt this one.
He starts that putt down just a little bit more on the left, and it just stayed out of the hole. Just lit the cup on the left. He hit it almost exactly where he wanted to. So Gerry De Wit now will tap in for par 4. And at the end of 2 holes, De Wit leads Nelson by 2 strokes. On the par 4 third, both players took bogeys, Nelson by 3 putting, De Wit after chipping from off the green, then missing a 15-foot putt. So after 3 holes, De Wit still leads Nelson by 2 strokes.
Just as each of the world's great golf courses is made of the same elements, and yet is quite different from any other, so is each of the world's great cities the same. Yet each has its own completely different personality, its own sights, its own sounds. The sound of Amsterdam, capital of the Netherlands, is the street organ. And the look of Amsterdam is the canals, the quaint old buildings, and the bicycles. Holland is a country of 11 million people and 5.5 million bicycles. They and their modern cousins, the motorbikes, are everywhere. In fact, the motorized bicycle is becoming so common that Shell now markets a product called Shellina, made especially for them. But the combination of millions of bicycles, narrow city streets, and increasing numbers of motor cars has created a serious traffic safety problem in Holland. And Shell is cooperating with the Safety Commission of the Netherlands in an unusual way to help solve this problem. Every day, these miniature pedal-operated autos and bicycles move through the streets of model villages set up in Dutch schoolyards. The villages are complete with signs, traffic signals, crosswalks, everything necessary to teach traffic regulations and safety precautions for the motorist, the cyclist, and the pedestrian. The expert instruction is provided by the Safety Commission, but all the equipment is provided by Shell. 5 of these mobile units, each the gift of Shell, travel about the Netherlands visiting elementary schools, and over 12,000 Dutch children receive this invaluable instruction each year. Working hand in hand with the Safety Commission of the Netherlands is another example of Shell's belief that it should be a useful and constructive member of each community in which it lives and works. And the world over, this is the symbol of Shell's constant search for new products, new ideas, new ways to serve you better.
The 4th hole is a par 3 and ought to be a 3.5. It measures 222 yards and more often than not requires a full drive. Against the wind, even that might not be enough club. To the front of the green, a trap you can't ignore. To the left, another trap you wish wasn't there. As tough a par as you'll find on the course.
This is one of the most beautiful par 3 holes I've seen in all my time. Gerry De Wit is using a 2-wood, and I think he's going to play a left-to-right shot.
Oh, he turned over on that one, and he has hit a big hook. and hit it way left to the green, and he has missed the green on the left by 60 yards.